So it's very short. Now, let's proceed to the last phase of the simulation modeling, which is the validation. So, hindi na natin i-include yung implementation. Okay? So, itong validation phase, this involves the process of ensuring that the simulator model represents reality to a sufficient level to have a training effect. So, let me highlight the definition. So, ibig sabihin yan, it answers the question, is the model valid for training effect? Is the model allowing the user to increase their knowledge when the model is used? Yan ang sinasagot ni validation. So, the validation process includes achieving the following. So, ito yung ina-achieve ni validation phase, no? Phase validity at saka training validity. So, let's start with phase validity. So, itong phase validity, it means that yung simulator on the surface. So, when I say surface, yung anong nakikita natin sa labas. Does it appear ba to represent the training simulator subject? And useful ba siya for training purposes? Okay, yan ang target ni phase validity. So, the phase validation process for training simulators requires the use of domain expert. So, when I say domain expert, yung mga tao na knowledgeable na talaga sa subject matter. So, these individuals has high degree of knowledge of the training simulator subject material. And during the development phase, dapat palagi itong nagbibigay ng suggestions, itong mga domain experts, on how to improve the reality and the usability of the training simulator. And then by the time that the practitioner is ready na for validity, to undertake the training process of validity, itong mga domain expert, they should be satisfied with the operation of the training simulator. Now, for the training validity naman, ang sinasagot ni training validity is yung tanong na, does the model increases the knowledge of the user in the subject area? So, kapag gigamit ba ni sa user, mas mag-gain ba siya of knowledge? Mas maka-learn ba siya? Ganun. So, yun ang sinasagot ni training validity. And assessing training validity involves these 3 steps. So, we have development of test instrument. So, ano yung test instrument? So, itong test instrument, this is essential to determine whether or not the user has increased his level of knowledge as a result of using the training simulator. So, with this one, ma-identify mo yan kung nag-increase ba ang knowledge ng user. And next naman, hindi ko na i-discuss further, at least we defined it. Next naman, administering the test instrument. Okay, so for administering the test instrument, ang target nito is identifying if reliable ba yung test instrument natin. So, once the initial version of the test instrument has been developed, the practitioner must administer the test to a sufficient number of individuals. So, i-distribute mo siya to certain number of individuals and i-determine mo siya kung reliable ba siya. So, in this process, it is very important that the practitioner select a set of individuals who are assumed to have knowledge of the process. Hindi yung basta-basta mangita lang ka. Okay. So, next naman, let's proceed to the last one, which is ang reliability testing. So, after natin ma-identify if reliable ba siya o hindi, let's test it na. So, when the practitioner has obtained a suitable number of initial test instrument scores from the second step, yung administering the test instrument, it is time to determine if the test instrument is reliable. So we will use what is known as the split half method to determine the test reliability. So to perform this analysis, the practitioner needs to follow the following steps. So score the even and odd halves of each test separately, and then insert the even and odd half score in a worksheet, and then calculate the correlation of coefficient between all the even and odd halves, and calculate the reliability of the overall test. So that's how we do the reliability testing. So this is a very long discussion pa sana, but I won't include that. Okay, I won't discuss that in detail because hindi naman natin ito magagamit sa future discussion natin. So at least we defined it naman. So as you can see, marami yan siyang mga calculation and table creation. So we're not going to include that one. So yeah, those are the different process of simulation modeling. So like what I've said, hindi na natin i-include si implementation. Okay, hanggang validation lang tayo. So we already discussed the problem formulation, project planning, system definition, ano pa ba? Input data collection, model translation, verification, and validation. Okay, so those are the processes of simulation modeling. So we have problem formulation, project planning, system definition, input data collection, model translation, verification, and validation. So I discussed 7 of the processes. So hindi ko na i-include ang implementation. Okay? So yeah, that's all for this video lecture. And for further questions, you can PM me directly. And for the next meeting, further instructions will be posted on the classroom. So be updated. Thank you so much. That's all for this video lecture. God bless and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!